So Ben posted earlier today that Droidekas in fact will not be coming out in Star Wars Battlefront 2, and so I thought we would just talk about that next. Welcome back everybody. So I do understand that there is a frustration or a feeling out there that perhaps we were lied to with the teasing art in the new patch coming out for August on the 29th. In the background of the clones, there's a Droideka that was spotted by the community and then quickly posted up on Twitter and then spread around all of the forums and Reddit and YouTube videos that Droidekas would be coming to Star Wars Battlefront 2. I understand that this can be extremely frustrating, and it is very sad that this type of thing happens still. Even after multiple reviews of the footage or of the image, an asset was used in the image that is not going to make it into the game, and I can understand how that can frustrate a lot of people. Now, while I'm not going to defend DICE and EA for the use of that asset, it was obviously a poor decision on their part to put it in the background image. Whoever decided that that should go there, or who designed that footage or image that was used for the background, made a very poor decision. With that though, EA and DICE have also let us know exactly what we're going to be getting in the future DLCs, and nowhere in there do I see a Droideka. So while I also understand where the community comes from when they see something, they get excited, we do need to remember that as a community, we need to take a step back and look at things rationally and with all the information available to us. We know that Droidekas aren't listed in the future DLC notes, therefore whenever a picture of the Droideka came out, jumping to the conclusion that there was going to be Droidekas in Battlefront 2 was a bit of a leap. Again, this does not excuse DICE for using the asset or using the placement asset or design or whatever it is that they used in the photo, and this really does go back again to a quality control issue. So while I do enjoy Star Wars Battlefront 2, time and time again the game has gone through severe lack of quality control. Each patch releases new bugs. Those bugs take a very long time to fix and can be game breaking. We've seen the Emperor Palpatine glitch where he's able to shoot through the walls come back not only once when the game was initially released, but again later down the line after a patch that had nothing to do with Palpatine came out. We've seen the DC-15LE with explosive shot become a monster powerhouse that just ruined games altogether. And then there are plenty of bugs in the game that just have always been there, like infiltration not always working, or if you're on a speeder or a tauntaun, you'll just randomly die and it'll pop up defeated. This use of this Droideka in the photo and in the background image, while I imagine they didn't think would be seen, and to be honest I don't think was malicious intent, is still a quality control problem. A lot of people viewed this thumbnail or this photo prior to it being released as promotional material, and the fact that no one noticed the Droideka in the background or took a very close look at it, or at least the files, to identify what exactly was in the photo is a huge flaw and a mistake that should never have happened, and hopefully unlikely shouldn't happen in the future. Now I do appreciate Ben very quickly coming out on Twitter after the photo had been released saying that it's not a Droideka. Now at the time, he says in his post on the official forums that he didn't believe it was because to his knowledge it wasn't in the game, and then later finding out after basically opening Photoshop or whatever version of their image software they use that allows them to see each asset, identified it as a Droideka, posted up a clarification for us. So now that the bad news is out of the way, that we will not be getting the Droidekas that people really want in this game. I'm not even a fan of the prequel movies, and I want Droidekas, to be honest. So I'm a little disappointed, but at the same time, Battlefront 2 is still the same game that it was 3 days ago before the skins were announced and the Droideka photo was leaked. So if you enjoyed Star Wars Battlefront 2 3 days ago, you'll still enjoy it now. If you're not enjoying Star Wars Battlefront 2, you probably still won't enjoy it, even if Droidekas were coming to the game. If you didn't enjoy the game, I doubt that Droidekas would change your perception of Star Wars Battlefront 2. So from here, I feel like there are two things that really should occur. One, on EA and DICE's part, they need to be a little bit better for their quality control and check the patches a little bit better, make sure there's no bugs. When they're releasing the promotional material, make sure that there's no content listed in there or in there that's not going to actually be coming out in the game. They need to remember that this game is being looked at very closely by the community. Now, while at times I do feel that the community is a little too harsh on some items, especially when they take steps to move towards what the community is asking for. When things like this happen, there's really no excuse for it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have. So in the comments down below, let me know what you think. Do you feel that we were lied to, or that it was just an honest mistake with no malicious intent? You know, it's okay to make mistakes as long as you own up to them, and I do feel like Ben stepped up to the plate on that, even though I know he's not the one who designed it. He's going to be getting that backlash, but you know, a mistake is still a mistake. So that's pretty much all I have. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video, and if you've made it this far, please hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate your guys' time. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in game.